We often view the cosmos through the lens of wonder, but the universe is not a playground. It is a masterclass in thermodynamics and indifference. As a species, we have flourished in the narrowest of biological margins. Today, we step beyond the Anthropic Principle to witness the precise moment where chemistry, physics, and human biology collide. This is not just a list of ways to die. It is a study of the sovereignty of matter over life. The closest child of the sun. Most see it as a scorched rock, but the true insight lies in its lack of a thermal buffer. Without a proper atmosphere, possessing only a fragile exosphere, Mercury is a world of pure thermal whiplash. Philosophically, it is a place of no middle ground. While the day skyrockets to 430 degrees Celsius, the night plummets to -180 degrees Celsius. For perspective, the finest NASA suits fail at 121 degrees Celsius. If you landed here, you would experience the economic scarcity of heat. In the day, you are overdrawn by solar irradiance 7 times that of Earth. At night, you are bankrupt of all energy. Your only hope is the terminator zone, a razor-thin margin of moderate temperature between eternal light and shadow, reminding us that in nature, equilibrium is the only place life can breathe. Venus is a cautionary tale in economics, specifically the runaway greenhouse effect. It is Earth's twin, yet it represents the absolute peak of atmospheric oppression. The clouds are not water, they are sulfuric acid, a corrosive liquid that would dissolve your lungs into a chemical soup in seconds. But the 0.01% insight is the viscosity of the air. At 92 bars of pressure, the atmosphere is so dense it behaves like a supercritical fluid. You aren't just walking, you are wading through a heavy liquid made of gas. Even if you could survive the 450 degrees heat, the sheer weight of the air would crush your suit as if it were an aluminum can at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Venus is the graveyard of the Venera missions, and it would be yours too. Mars is often called the most habitable, but it is actually a deceptive radiation desert. Daytime temperatures might reach a comfortable 20 degrees Celsius, but the scarcity of pressure is the real killer. The thin atmosphere offers 40 to 50 times the radiation exposure we experience on Earth. This constant bombardment would eventually dismantle your biological integrity. At night, the temperature drops to -153 degrees Celsius, testing the limits of any insulation. Violent dust storms with winds of 100 kilometers per hour can engulf the entire planet for months. To live here is to live in an airtight box, forever hiding from the very sky you came to explore. Mars teaches us that a horizon is only beautiful if the air beyond it doesn't kill you. Jupiter is the monarch of the solar system, and its primary weapon is magnetospheric radiation. From 300,000 kilometers away, lethal radiation begins to penetrate your very DNA. Gravity here is 2.4 times stronger than Earth's, pulling you downward into an endless abyss. You would fall through clouds of frozen ammonia crystals at -150 degrees Celsius. Winds reach insane speeds of 482 kilometers per hour, tossing you like debris in the gale. As you fall deeper, beyond the reach of any probe, the pressure increases to 100 million times Earth's atmospheric level. You would eventually reach a state that is neither liquid nor gas, the supercritical fluid layer. Further down lies metallic hydrogen, an extremely dense liquid that would trap you forever. Your journey ends in a core that is 24,000 degrees Celsius, roughly 4.5 times hotter than the sun's surface. On Jupiter, you don't just die, you become part of a planetary engine of inconceivable power. Saturn offers the aesthetic grace of its rings, but hides a reality of supersonic chaos. You must first navigate 146 moons and rings made of ice pellets, comets, and asteroids. At the equator, hydrogen-fueled winds blast at speeds of 1,800 kilometers per hour. The North Pole features a massive hexagon storm so large you could fit 2 Earths inside it. temperatures plummet to negative 250 degrees Celsius before the weight of the atmosphere begins to heat you. Deep within, the pressure becomes comparable to the deepest, most crushing parts of Earth's oceans. Eventually, the gases transition into a liquid state, swallowing all recognizable matter. The molten, rocky core is 10 times the size of Earth and burns at 11,700 degrees Celsius. This core is twice as hot as the surface of the Sun, hidden beneath layers of liquid hydrogen. Saturn proves that beauty is often just a mask for high-velocity violence. Uranus and Neptune, the ice giants, are reservoirs of heavy elements and toxic gases. Uranus, the sideways planet, is the coldest world, dropping below negative 200 degrees Celsius. Its atmosphere is a dense, poisonous cocktail where you would be pelted by relentless ice pellets. High pressure breaks down methane, creating a spectacular and deadly rain of solid diamonds. On Uranus, these diamond hailstones are driven by winds reaching 900 kilometers per hour. Neptune, the farthest world, exists in a state of eternal darkness and supersonic wind. While its outer layers are frozen, its core burns at 7,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the Sun. In a twist of cosmic irony, these worlds are rich in the ultimate symbols of human wealth. Yet the pressure of 100 Earth atmospheres would crush you long before you could touch a single gem. Neptune and Uranus stand as the final proof that the universe does not care for our definitions of value. We return at last to our pale blue dot, a rare anomaly of stability in a violent void. To explore these planets is to realize that life is not the rule of the universe. It is, instead, the ultimate and most fragile exception.